this is Tanya Rowling helping you to solve Maths, CBSE Class 10 NCERT Syllabus, and my sister Tina Lofus would be teaching CBSE Class 8 Maths NCERT Syllabus. Alright, now let's get into the video. Today we are going to be learning exercise 4.1, first question, third subdivision. Alright, now let's read the question. Check whether the following are quadratic equations. So here also we are going to be checking whether this is a quadratic equation. For that we are going to be comparing it with the standard form, how we did it in the previous subdivisions. Am I right? So likewise we are going to be comparing this whether it is a quadratic equations or not. Today we are going to be solving the third subdivision. Okay. So the third subdivision is bracket x minus 2 close the bracket x plus 1 close the bracket is equal to bracket x minus 1 close the bracket x plus 3 close the bracket. Okay, so this is the third subdivision. So here when you just look at this one, when you just look at the problem, you guys can understand something. Am I right? So you can actually multiply these terms. Why? Because it's in bracket, so you can just multiply this. Here also we can just multiply both the terms. Okay, so first of all what I am going to do is I am going to be multiplying this x with this x and this one as well. Okay, I am going to be multiplying it like that. Okay, first of all let's multiply it. So when we just multiply x into x, we get x square, and x into plus 1 is x, and plus into plus is plus. Okay, so we got it like that. So and then we are going to be multiplying the minus 2. So now we are going to be multiplying this minus 2 with the x as well as 1. So we are going to be multiplying like this. Okay, so now let's multiply it. So first of all let's multiply the values, later on we can just multiply the signs. Okay, so 2 into x is 2x, and minus into plus, it is minus. I am multiplying the signs. Why? Because it's in bracket. Okay, and then 2 into 1 2, and then minus into plus is minus, so we got minus 2, and here also we are going to be doing the same thing. Okay, so we are going to be multiplying this term with this term. Okay, so first I am going to be multiplying this x with this x, and I am going to be multiplying this x with 3 as well. Okay, so let's do it. So x into x is x square, and x into 3 is plus 3x. Okay, it is plus. Why? Because here it has plus, here also it has plus. So plus into plus is plus. Here also it has plus, here also it has plus. So of course it is already in the positive form. Okay, so now we got this value. So now what we are going to do is we are going to be multiplying this minus 1 with this x as well as the 3. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to be multiplying this minus 1 with this x as well as 3. Okay, so this one I am going to be multiplying it like this, and this one I am going to multiply it with 3 like that. Okay, so first let's multiply the values. 1 into x is x, and minus into plus is minus, and then 1 into 3 is 3, and minus into plus is minus. I am going to be writing the terms as it is, that is this term. Alright, now I am going to be getting these terms to the left side. Why? Because if we just get it to the left side, then we might get an answer. Am I right? So let us get it to the left side. So when I get this x square to the left side, it changes into minus x square. When I get this plus 3x to the left side, it changes into minus 3x. When I get this minus x to the left side, it changes into plus x. When I get this minus 3 to the left side, it changes into plus 3. Okay, so now plus 3 and then is equal to 0. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to be figuring out how to cancel few values. Okay, so when you just look at these terms, here we have x square, here also we have x square, that is minus x square. So here it is minus symbol, here it is plus symbol. So plus and minus is minus. So we can just subtract x square minus x square. So what is x square minus x square? X square minus x square is 0. So we can just cancel this one. Okay, so now we are going to be solving this term. Why? Because here it has x, here also it has x, both are similar. Am I right? If both the variables are similar, then I am sure that we can just solve it. Okay. So, let us do it. So, here it has plus sign, here it is minus. So, plus and minus is minus, then we are supposed to minus subtract them. So, when we subtract 1 minus 2, we get 1, and then we can just write the x as it is. And which is the greatest number? 1 is the greatest number or 2 is the greatest number? So, 2 is the greatest number. So, it is minus 2. Sorry, it is minus 1x. Okay. So, now what we are going to do is I am going to be writing rest of the term as it is, that is minus 2 minus 3x plus x and plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So, here if you guys want to write 1, you can just write it. Why? Because simply if you write x means it has a coefficient that is 1. Okay. So, here when you just look at this problem, I mean these values, here we can just cancel something. So, we can just cancel this one and this one. Okay. Why? Because here it is plus sign, here it is minus sign. So, we can just subtract these terms. So, if we just subtract them, of course, we get the answer that is 0. So, we can just cancel these terms. Okay. So, now what we are going to do is, now we are going to be subtracting the constant term. So, these are the constant terms, am I right? Minus 2 is a constant term, plus 3 is also a constant term. So, first let us multiply this line, I mean not to multiply, let us just solve it. Okay. Why? Because if there is a bracket only, we can just multiply the signs. Okay. Remember that, note down that. So, here we have minus, here we have plus. So, minus and plus is minus. So, we can just subtract 2 and 3. Okay. So, what is 2 minus 3? 2 minus 3 it is 1, and then it has greatest number sign. Here which is the greatest number, whether it is 2 or 3. So, 3 is the greatest number, that means it is plus. Okay. So, it is the greatest number, that is plus. So, here we have minus 3x. So, we can just write the minus 3x as it is, and then is equal to 0. Okay. So, I hope you guys understood this. So, now as you guys know, we got these values. So, now we are going to be checking whether this is a quadratic equation or not. So, for checking the quadratic equation, we have a standard form. What is that standard form? The standard form is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. Okay. So, here when you just compare with the standard form, here some term is missing, the x square term is missing. Of course, you guys know it is really important. Why? Because according to the standard form only, we can just conclude it is a quadratic equation, but here the x term is x square term is missing. We have the x term and the constant term, but we do not have the x square term. Okay. So, what do you guys think, whether it is a quadratic equations or not? It is not a quadratic equation. Why? Because according to the standard form, it does not have a x square value. Okay. So, we can just write that it is not a quadratic equation. Okay. Not a quadratic equation. So, everything depends upon the standard form. Okay, finally we solved.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and help your friends by sharing this video. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. See ya.